make sure you know very well on the terms of like Osiris or of Attis, make sure you know very well what those worshipers were really doing. Just to give a final example, part of the ritual of becoming a priest of Attis was you take a potsherd, a broken piece of a clay pot that's sharpened at the end, and you cut off your own testicles. And, why would someone be motivated to do that? They are looking for some eschatological reward, some pie in the sky.
Welcome back to MythVision Podcast. You want to know about the mysteries? Well, I have your man, Dr. M. David Litwa, joining us again today. How are you, Dr. Litwa?
Great. It's sunny here in Australia. Long winter's over. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. We recorded an online course, college material with the most up-to-date details and material when it comes to the ancient Greek mysteries. And I had you join. You get to teach a broader audience. It's not just behind the university doors that we're getting this out. It's going to be to a public audience who has the opportunity to have their hands on top-notch scholarly material. So I want first, before we dive into this, to let everybody know, go support your academics. Support the academics that you care about. Dr. Litwa has been working his butt off, not only starting a social media platform of YouTube, which we're going to point out in a second, but he also has a Patreon, and I'll say why. He works very difficult in what he does, always producing new content, constantly reading and writing, and he's also a teacher, so he's having to make sure his students are doing what they're supposed to do. And when he can, if you're on his Patreon, he can also communicate with you. This is a way where you can have a scholar in your pocket, so to speak. And of course, he gives away his first book to those who join at a certain tier. And the book's like academic press. We're talking well over $100 for the book. You're getting something in return. You're not just giving somebody something for nothing. And you have access to be able to message him. And when he's available, he'll be able to respond back with questions and answers and all that great stuff. Build your relationship with your scholar. Also, if you join at somewhere on the higher tiers, where's it at? God and beyond God?
You are a god. Yeah. I think tier 3 or 4. Yeah.
You join at one of these high ones. He's got like The Evil Creator, which is phenomenal. He's got a couple other books signed. He'll sign them and he will send them to you. So go help him out. Let's get him some growth. Also, let's join his Patreon. Let's get him well over 1,000 subs. There's no reason someone like Dr. Litwa was hiding under a lamp. What is that? A lampstand? The Bible says don't leave your candle under a lampstand, something like that. You got to let his light shine forth. Let's subscribe to his YouTube channel. What is so special right now? You launched your whole Found Christianity series, right?
Yeah. So, I've decided to really make academic scholarship free to the public in this YouTube channel. So the entire Found Christianity's course, which was formerly on the Patreon, is now on YouTube. So that's free for anybody to take the course. So as you're going through the book, you can go through each of the lectures in the course. It's basically 20 or 30 minutes a pop for the lectures. You can really soak that in, or you can read, or you can view the lectures to just see if you want to buy the book. And so that's always available. You'll see all the facts and data in the book and in the footnotes, but you can use the lectures as an intro. And yeah, I've also got starting to put up more on the Evil Creator book, and I have a book review series that I'm working on. So yeah, subscribe. Let me know what you think.
Subscribe, hit the bell, get notified. Let's help Litwa get past 1,000 subs. Also, he has books on Amazon. So for some reason you just need a copy, go get a copy. But I'm telling you, if I didn't already have some of these works, okay, because I've already purchased them, I would become a Patreon, one of the top tiers, to be able to ask him questions about the book I'm about to read. And if I have maybe some type of contention or an issue or a problem or an academic criticism of something he says, he can respond to you. There's a way to communicate. And you're not just reading the book. You're getting a signed copy of it and response. So, Dr. Litwa, we got the course right here. The Ancient Greek Mystery Cults. And we did this before I moved. And here it is now. We've finally been sitting on a golden egg, and it's now about to hatch. Limited time pricing right now. So get it while it's still at this price. And it is going to change. So we hope you jump on. You're helping Litwa, you're helping us, and you're helping yourself learn about the history and up-to-date scholarship. This is our lectures 1 through 7. And if you don't mind, can you tease us with this? Tease us a little bit about why this course is important, especially when it comes to like Christianity or New Testament studies, since most of my audience probably were Christians or are Christians.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, there's a difference between a YouTube video and a full academic sort of college level course where you're reading books and you're going through the material and you're going in depth. And so the course, it isn't a teaser. It's exactly what I would give to college students, okay? And it includes material that I've already given to college students, frankly. So it's a full-blown course, okay? You don't have to go, pay $20,000 to your local university, okay? You pay a very reasonable price. You get 7 full lectures, and as Derek is showing you, lots and lots of, thanks to him and Ryan, his wife, lots and lots of good pictures and bullet points and other kinds of helpers and aids. And also for further reading, you can use the Patreon then, if you want, to follow up with me in terms of questions regarding the course so that I can continue to be your teacher as it is. And there's lots more to read. So if you're looking for more to read, that's great. My most important, piece of advice to everybody is don't be satisfied with, the random YouTube video or the Wikipedia entries on the mysteries. Go and really invest in learning what these are. If you have this interest and you're really interested in, the origins of Christianity, is it mystical? If so, in what way? How is Jesus like or unlike some of these Greco-Roman deities? We're not doing parallelomania here. We're really trying to, I'm really interested in the Greco-Roman stuff,
Yes. Thank you.
And so this isn't about, prioritizing Christianity and saying like, oh, who's like Jesus, that's not the point of the course. The point of the course is to say, this was what was out there before Christianity was even a religion. So it's an opportunity for you to take off your sort of Christianity hat or your apologetic hat or maybe anti-apologetic hat and just say, hey, what was going on when Christianity was getting kickstarted? And, where can I learn more about the vibrant Greco-Roman religions that were going on right when Christianity sort of was at its foundations? And that's really what this is about. I hope that all of you will learn so much and only deepen your curiosity for exploring this really, really fun topic.
I think you're right. I mean, for me, there's been something of a balance that I've been taking over the years while learning from you and others is, there are apologists, there are counter apologists. And when you get caught up in that too much, you lose track of the meaning and the understanding oftentimes of what we're trying to learn about. It's like if all you're doing is trying to learn about these things in using them in anti-apologetics, rhetoric or as a tool, you could, but there's much more to gain from understanding what really is going on. Why did the ancients think this way? There's a lot of fun stuff to learn about it too that kind of makes it exciting in the Greco-Roman world. And your work in Jesus Deus and how the Gospels became history, all of your books, they really excite me in knowing how did others also write their stories and why did they do them and how did their cultic practices relate to their literature and things like that, which this course goes into. I really hope that people will get a hold of this, check it out, learn about the ancient mysteries, and join your Patreon too to do a follow-up harassment of Dr. Litwa because you have a lot of insight. I mean, you've literally wrote the Hermetica too, if I'm not mistaken. It was the second one.
Yep. Yep.
You're all aware of this material.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I apologize that book is so ridiculously expensive. We're expecting a paperback down the road. But yeah, the Hermetica is one of the mystery cult movements that I deal with in the course. So if you're wanting that in context, hop on there. I give full introduction to what I mean by mystery cult. We go into the Samothracian great gods. We go into the Eleusinian mysteries. We do Isis and Osiris. We do obviously the Corpus Hermetica and the mysteries of Dionysus and Orphic mysteries, and my personal favorite, the mysteries of Attis and Cybele. So I've got all the major popular mystery cults on offer, and in the final lecture is the main comparison with Christianity, in which we look at both similarities and differences between Jesus as a deity and the early Christian story, and a bit about early Christian ritual and how that was structurally similar, maybe emotively similar as well to your experience in another mystery cult. Keep in mind, like, some Christians were also initiated into mystery cults. Tatian says that he was initiated into mystery cults. A lot of people think that Clement of Alexandria was initiated into mystery cults. And so that what they bring to the table, this is all one world. It's all one global metropolis of the Mediterranean. And these religions, they are mixing and matching essentially, and in the great marketplace of ideas. That's the thing that has changed. That's the thing that hasn't changed with modernity. We're still playing that game of mixing and matching. And then sometimes we also play the game of saying, we're different.
Yeah.
Therefore we're better. And then some other people play the game of, no, you're the same, therefore you're worse. But the game that we want to play here is, who's saying what? And, this could be the foundation of your spiritual quest, but it's not meant to be. But however you use the course, you want to base your, I don't know, your spirituality or your non-spirituality on the most rigorous of all possible approaches, and that's what this course is about. And I think Derek and MythVision for making real academic work available to the common person who has never taken a course in religion and theology. This is your chance.
Yeah, this is your chance. Dr. Litwa, can I ask one simple question? Then we have to let you go, and I hope people will sign up. Is there possibly a single thread, a very important single thread that goes through all of these mystery cults and potentially even into Christianity? I know there are comparisons and there are differences, but is it fair to say in all of these cults, mortality or salvation is like a single thread that seems to go through all of them?
I don't think that we I don't think that salvation is the thread. What I'm worried about there is that, again, we sort of let our Christian upbringing kind of determine what the other mystery cults are saying. It is true that death and mortality is a major theme, and there is definitely salvific elements. But yeah, it's difficult. I would say, frankly, it's difficult to say exactly what a common core would be. And what I would really encourage people to do is just sort of read these cults on their own terms. And there must have been a reason why thousands, if not millions, of people got initiated into these mystery cults. And perhaps, they learned the secrets for very, very ordinary reasons. That is, they just wanted to build community. And when you're sharing a secret with a group, you've got an instant community because you're united by the secret that you keep, right? And so some of these, promised a blessed afterlife, but some didn't. And that's something that we have to take into account. They all gave benefits, but not all those benefits were of the sort of the Christian flavor of like the forgiveness of sins or an eternal paradise after you die. That's not really what this was about, in my opinion. But others, obviously, they want to say that mystery cults are like the preparation for Christianity, or their Christianity is borrowing its eschatology from mystery cults. And I think before you make those kinds of comparisons, or you proclaim those kinds of conclusions, make sure you know very well on the terms of like Osiris or of Attis, make sure you know very well what those worshipers were really doing. Just to give a final example, part of the ritual of becoming a priest of Attis was you take a potsherd, a broken piece of a clay pot that's sharpened at the end, and you cut off your own testicles. And, why would someone be motivated to do that? Are they looking for some eschatological reward, some pie in the sky? Why do that? And really, the great thing about these mysteries is you get to understand why religious people, both past and present, do sometimes crazy things, and they do so joyfully. And understanding their mentality is part of the thrill of really going in depth in this material.
Wow. Well, if you want to learn how others cut their testicles, no, I'm just kidding. Seriously though, check out the course. I can't recommend it enough. It's been a blast, of course, engaging. Thanks to my wonderful wife in terms of putting this stuff together, and you taking all of your time and energy to come and teach and giving others out there who will never be able to visit you at university, who will never be able to get to sit in your classroom and learn from you. Yes, they can actually. Here's an opportunity and a way to do so. And it's not just that they're listening to you. You can also see, like, for example, right here, visuals. You're actually being taught. Now, you can't hear it, but directly taught from Dr. Litwa, and you're seeing the visuals as we go along. And there's a lot of stuff to learn, looking at the maps, imagining where it would have been at in the region. Get signed up today. The link is down in the description. And we also pinned it as one of the comments down below this video. Dr. Litwa, thank you for giving us the mysteries, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks. The secret's out there. Just have to open it. But you have to be of clean mind and pure heart.
There you go. And you can purify your mind and your heart by joining his Patreon. Dr. Litwa, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Sure thing.